Welcome back, all Geminis, to your monthly reading for August of 2017. The light is slowly fading from where I am doing my readings. We're coming into the day was perfectly beautiful this morning, but later this afternoon we're getting lots of rain. So the clouds have darkened outside, and so hopefully I can get these readings out to you on time. Well, probably not on time, but at least get them out, so to speak, Gemini. So I'm doing the astrology spread for you again, like I have in the previous months. Gemini, I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I'm using 3 cards from 3 different oracle decks. I will mention them at the end of this reading, plus 1 card at the bottom of the tarot deck. I will be giving you a message from that one as well. So starting off with the tarot energy at the bottom of the card deck, Gemini, we've got the energy of the moon. Interesting. There are 2 events happening in the month of August to do with the moon, the new moon and the full moon. We've just had a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius, a fellow air sign energy. Plus, we've got Mercury retrograde in the sign of Virgo. So the energy is very confused. The energy is very mysterious. Can be quite intense, so just be aware that this energy is surrounding you in the month of August. So if you're feeling a bit out of whack, out of kilter, blame it on the moon energy, so to speak. Your first house, how you're entering the month of August, Gemini, you've got the energy of 9 of Cups. You're coming in with a wish fulfilled, or wishes. You're feeling very lucky, very grateful, and very, very abundant. You're very, very quite emotionally fulfilled, or feeling that way inclined. So you're entering the month with a really good vibe and a really good energy. Well done, Gemini. And to support you on this, the fellow house that goes with the first house is the 7th house of close connections in your life, work, or on a domestic level. You've got the energy of the sun. This is also the yes energy. Also, this is the energy of warmth coming back into your life and support from others. So people are going to be very supportive of you in the month of August. Second house of earned income and your set of values and material possessions. Okay, Gemini, you have been going through a few rough moments there. This is probably more to do with how things have been communicated to you in a working environment with how you make your money. You may have found that things have been said behind your back. It's now out in the open, and that energy is starting to decline. Things are going to get a little bit more balanced for you when it comes to your money. Also, too, when it comes to your values, you may be finding that you are completely transforming the way that you value things in your life, seeing things from a different perspective. The second house is associated with the 8th house of transformation, as well as other people's resources. So whatever energy you've been going through with the second house, this could be with people from your past, or the way that you view things from the past on an emotional level. So this is almost like feelings from the past that are going to be almost like wiped away, dissolved, processed, and to be eliminated almost. This is also an energy of nostalgia, Mercury retrograde in this month, Gemini. You will have that sense of nostalgia around you when it comes to other people's resources, and also any deep changes that you make. It may be a change where you have dealt with issues from your past in order for you to create your present day situation in regards to wiping the slate clean. Third house, Gemini, you've got the energy of the 7 of Pentacles. This is all about communications on a local level. The 7 of Pentacles is all about saving things, doing a great job at working hard, being persistent, persevering, and you're almost about to reap the rewards of your savings or anything that you have accumulated. So when it comes to communications, Gemini, it's almost like you're savouring moments where you can actually say your piece, give your wisdom, and impart guidance to others in your life. So that's wonderful. The third house is associated with the 9th house. of higher learning on an educational basis or spiritual basis, and also your belief system. Any legal situations, legalities in your life. When it comes to savouring moments where you impart knowledge and wisdom to others and advice, it's almost like you're going to the next level. Your maturity is really showing in the month of August with how you deal with situations in your life, and especially with communications, Gemini. Fourth house of home, family, and laying down of foundations. You've got the Four of Cups here, Gemini. It's almost like you're not really that enthused to be really dealing with family issues or foundations in your life. It's almost like things are a little bit up in the air. There are opportunities coming to you in the month of August. You really need to be more focused on what is coming in and what could be good for you and what is something that you need to ignore. With the energies being up and down, more so in the month of August, just be aware, keep the idea, keep the thought in the back of your mind, even write it down if you are into journaling or keeping a diary even. There could be some ideas coming your way that aren't going to be put into process until probably later on in this year, Gemini. With the fourth house comes the 10th house of life direction, male authority figures in your life. Any dreams, more so to do with your direction, career. You've got the energy of the Seven of Wands. So this is a very defensive energy. This is an energy where you just need to be aware that your direction, you may be going down a direction where there could be some competition. It's healthy competition. It's very good for you, Gemini. Just be aware that you can defend yourself. You can get there, but it may not come to you smoothly, so to speak, when it comes to life direction and dealings with any people in authority, more so men in your life. Associated with the fourth house, it's almost like with home and family, you may be finding that you're defending yourself against, I have grown, I have matured. But in reality, the only competition you have is with yourself, Gemini. Moving now to the fifth house of creativity. This could be dealings with children or romantic partners in your life, or whatever it is that you're wanting to create in the month of August. Gemini, you have got some options, lots of options in the month of August in regards to manifesting. There could be options surrounding home and family, your relationship, potential relationship, work. There could be a lot of factors in play here. Go with what feels right for you, Gemini. Really, really see the images and what are you drawn to really focus upon when it comes to options, decision making in your life, when it comes to creating something. It probably isn't the best month to start putting anything into action, but just to get the ideas flowing and to really write things down, so when it is time for you to process and actually move forward, you've actually got them as a backup or as a backup plan for you to sort of move forward. Geminis are well known for writing, for all sorts of communication, so this should be right up your alley, Gemini. When it comes to the 11th house of hopes, dreams and wishes, friendships even, and even any large organisations you may happen to work for, you've got a mentor here, Gemini. There is someone in an authority or in a leadership role that is really going to give you some much needed advice, much needed guidance. You may be finding that this person is really, really supporting you to move forward and to make the positive and rightful decisions that you need to make in your near future. Moving on now to the 6th house of day-to-day routines, whether it's on a working or home level, or even also your health and well-being, as well as service in general. You've got the energy of the Three of Pentacles. So on a day-to-day routine, you have been making much progress. There is almost like a recognition for what you do in your life and how you help and support others in your life as well, Gemini. So job well done there. Also too, you may be finding that you could be touching base with with others in your life that have really gone the distance or have really improved on their lives, so to speak. It's also about The biggest thing is recognition and gaining acknowledgement with anything to do with your routines, your health and well-being. People are really recognizing that you are trying to improve upon your life, so to speak, and keep up the good work, Gemini. Moving on now to the 12th house of closure, endings, spirituality, and karma. Gemini, you've got the energy of the Knight of Wands. This is all about moving on, moving forward. Whatever you have moved on to, Gemini, it's almost like you are finally settling down in your life. You are finally finding where home is for some Geminis out there. For others of you out there, you may be finding that things are coming into your life shortly to move you forward in order for you to leave the past behind. Some Geminis out there may be ending a journey in the sense of traveling somewhere that you've been and now you're coming home, so to speak. Okay, Gemini, and your first oracle message coming from the Spirit Message Oracle by John Holland is trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. Interesting. This card kind of ties in with this one. Opportunities coming your way in home and family and laying down of foundations. So trust yourself in the month of August, Gemini. The next message coming out for you, Gemini, is the Life Purpose. Is coming from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. We've got the energy of environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. Beautiful. And the last message coming out for Geminis from the Soul's Journey Lesson card deck by James Van Prague. We've got the energy of patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And a couple of signs have already got this message too. So it seems to be a running theme throughout the readings for August. Divine timing. Wonderful. So there we go, Gemini. That is the end of your monthly reading for August. Do take care. And hopefully I will see some of you back here next time. Bye for now.